Jack, every once and so often you look around and you find a boy wonder. I think football's find a boy that's beyond the boy wonder right now. I heard somebody saying that this player is beyond generational. This
For
guy
God's
is
sake. Sorry.
it's incredible. We're
Yeah.
talking about this 17-year-old. It's not even wonder kid. This 17-year-old boy that is already a man already in Lamine Yamal in what we are seeing from this guy. And the question is, Jack, is he the best player in the world? Now, he's on course to complete a treble with Barcelona. Now, he may not win a Ballon d'Or because right in front of him you have Rafinha, who just broke the record for most goals and assists in a Champions League season. He went past Messi for Barcelona. If you go and do anything past Messi, it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
Lewandowski has like 40 odd goals in 40 something games. Like he may not be the outstanding one number wise, but we also have these. And we just seen him put out a performance of the ages against Inter Milan at the age of 17. We seen what he did at 16. We seen what we did at 15. He's not even 18, Jack, and he's already ripping up the Marco,
Yeah.
who to everybody was considered arguably the best fullback in the world. Jack,
He's up
he
there. Yeah,
needed
he's
Jack.
good.
He
Good
had to
player.
come
Yeah.
off. He had to come off, Jack. That's how much he was getting twisted up
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal. But Jack, where do you stand on it? Is he the best player in the world? And I don't want to bring
I,
up his name yet, but I've already brought up his name, but you know
yeah.
what like
No,
what's going to happen.
I get it. Again, I think we're in an era now. Maybe even this is an unpopular opinion. I don't know, but we do seem to me to be in an era now where it's just different strokes for different folks in terms of what you like, what's your kind of style of player, what do you want in a player, to kind of define them as the best. Whereas before, James, I think there were two camps, and you picked your camp, and you stayed in your camp, or maybe you moved, but there were two guys above everybody else. I think now there's a ballpark of a few players who, if they get hit a bit of a purple patch and get a little bit streaky, they can kind of enter themselves into this conversation. I don't think I'm ready to go as far as Lamine Yamal being the best player in the world. No, but he's definitely in that conversation. He's definitely up there. I think what I would say, and I don't watch as much La Liga as you do. I really like the consistency. He has some of the numbers. He doesn't have like whoa numbers like maybe some names that you'll bring up. But to me, the difference for him is the eye test as well. And he also plays with a level of maturity that I can't give you in a statistic. So I can't tell you, oh, he's got this XG, that means he's a mature player. If I couldn't see his very young teenage looking face, right, I would, and I just didn't know who the player was, I would think we're talking about a guy in his mid 20s just based on the way he plays. He plays in a very mature way, and he passes the eye test, I think, better than the numbers would tell you. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that goal he scored against Inter Milan, just as an example, that's absolutely pinpoint. It's clutch. It's in a really big competition against a really tough opponent who has top end European experience, recent top end European experience, I might add as well. And James, I'll be honest, I think the sky's the limit. And if he wants to put the work in, develop his game, get a couple more strings to his bow, if he has the commitment and the longevity of somebody like Messi, I mean, Jesus, I'm not saying for a second he's going to surpass him, but I'm going to say that this kid's better than Messi was at 17. I'm pretty confident, comfortable saying that. I don't know if you'd agree, but no, I'm super high on him, and I'm excited for his future.
Um, he brought up the name.
Awesome. I know,
He
yeah.
brought up the name. The one thing I want everybody to just be careful with here is don't compare him to Ronaldo and Messi. We do this
No,
all the time. We did it with Mbappe. You know, Mbappe's 26 right now. He doesn't have a Ballon d'Or. And does that take away from Mbappe's career? No. Neymar doesn't have a Ballon d'Or. Does that take away from his career? No. Let's watch and let's see what he can become. Messi to me is just it's he has Messi has a perfect career, Jack. From
yeah,
international stage all the way up to him, from him like playing where he is right now. won absolutely everything under 17, 21s, whatever it is, Olympics, done it. Yeah, done everything in this. I don't expect him to be Messi. I don't want him to be Messi. We shouldn't want him to be Ronaldo. We shouldn't want him to be Messi. We should want him to be Lamine Yamal, the footballer. Now, the one big thing that I can say about Lamine Yamal that I enjoy more than everything, you mentioned Iron Test, is that I enjoy watching him play football, Jack.
Yeah,
How many times in the modern day game, Jack, we say, oh, so boring, so systematic. It's just like like you know what you're gonna get from certain players. Like you know it's a thing where it's not flashy. It's just works for the system. This boy is everything outside the system. Yeah, he's a player that plays with just the freedom, the elegance, and the biggest thing that I can give out to him is he's brave. He's brave to try things and not scared to make mistakes. Jack, I think the game into Milan, he done one incredible thing where he receives in a tight space, knocks it past the player. I think it was Toram comes over to him to press, does a roulette, passes him, and like just plays just plays a pass, and everybody just, oh my days, he shouldn't have got out of that situation, but like he does it. He gets his foot on the ball, he does a little roll step over behind him and finds the pass. It just for the sake of doing it, but just to show that he doesn't care. He's having fun on the football field. It's his playground. And what he reminds me of, I don't think he's as skillful as him, but he's definitely devastating. But he's just another level. He's just right next to Neymar in terms of view of that flair, of just that I don't care, I'm gonna do whatever. And if we in Jack, I'll say this to you. I don't think Yamin Yamal has to improve.
okay,
If he improves and gets better, we're in for a serious ride. Because if
I,
he just keeps Jack, if he just keeps the level that he's at right now for a good
yeah,
10 to 15 years, Jack, even that's for a good 10 years, we're already looking at an all-timer. If he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
better,
But
oh
this,
my, I don't even know what he can be, Jack. And Jack,
but
that's the scary thing. That is
well,
the scary
because
thing.
but I think it can also go against them because you play with the tools you're given, right? James does, I do, anybody watching, you play with the tools you're given. If you're 5'9.5", you're not rocking it at centre back, cleaning house with target man. It's not going to happen, right? There's certain things that you can and cannot do. So there's a world where he becomes faster, more agile, stronger, and a bit taller. And you go, Jesus, oh my God, what are we thinking? What's going on here? There's also a world where he has a late growth spurt or something happens, and then the profile changes, and then maybe some of the stuff he used to do, he can't do anymore. So again, your whole thing on patience, I think you're absolutely right because he's got to continuously figure out who he is, what he is, and how he's going to play with the talent that he's got. I think that's why this whole thing about writing off teenagers or giving teenagers the world just when they come out and they have a few good seasons. In Lamine Yamal's case, unbelievable seasons. It can also potentially go against him. He just needs to kind of travel that path as carefully as he possibly can. That would be my only, because we've I'm trying to think of some good examples, but there are kids who come out and are one way, but then the kind of profile of player completely changes and they end up being something different. You know what I mean?
Jack, I, I totally agree with you
When he
there.
quick, sorry to interrupt
Go
you.
on, no, no,
When he
no, go on.
first came onto the scene, I swear there was some talk about wow, he's so talented. I think people think eventually he'll play number eight, number 10, he'll fill out, and then he'll be a midfielder. I swear that was maybe a year ago or something like that. I
Jack,
could have sworn there was some stuff like that.
Jack, I think with a football player, when you look at majority of football players, there is an evolution to them. The best two, obviously, I bring out Messi and Ronaldo. Ronaldo started off as this winger who plays on the right hand side, and now he's this winger who cuts inside on the like on the left and does all. Messi was a out and out winger playing on the left hand side, then moves into the right side, cutting inside, and then just goes into this playmaker number 10 who plays as a nine, all that sort of stuff there, like the whole false nine. Jack, like Gareth Bale started off as a fullback, went into a left winger, to a right winger, to a number 10. So listen, his evolution is going to be his evolution. The biggest
Yeah,
thing that I have to say is so important to me is Barcelona as a football club look after him and protect him as
Yes.
much as possible, Jack. Protect him in
Yeah.
absolutely everything. Yeah, because he's 17 right now, Jack. He still has 5 years till he's what 4 years till 4 years till he's 21. We've seen great players
Jesus.
like we've seen good players like Dele Alli, who Jack. There was a time when people know what he could have been, and you look at him
Right.
right now, and I think he spoke about how Mourinho said that time flies, don't regret anything. Yeah, and look at him right now. He's 28 into what he
Uh,
was as a kid to where he is right now. It's sad. Ansu Fati, he Lamine Yamal should be looking straight at Ansu Fati saying, because Ansu Fati was him. Jack, he really, really was him. Maybe not as good as
yeah.
him, but he was considered this talented. They gave him the number 10 Messi shirt. That's how incredible talent he is right now. This boy can't get a game. Pedri had his injury issues and he was playing so many football games. He's even playing Euros to the Olympics and then expecting him to start for Barcelona week in and week out. Even Gavi's had his injury things. Barcelona as a football club need to protect this asset because if they can get him right, yeah, they're gonna have 15 years of him, Gavi, Pedri, and even more players coming from the academy and more signings.
Definitely.
And we look at the dominance that Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets had. They're looking at the same type of dominance there. But he will lead them next to Pedri. But Barcelona as a football club just has to take care of this boy because I don't want to look back in 2020 in 4 years time and say, oh, could have been.
Yeah, I'm with you. And but again, you can't perform like that and not have people talk about you. Like
Yes,
you're
yes, yes,
absolutely
yes.
right. The club has a duty of care to look after him. But a couple of idiots with a YouTube channel or people on TNT Sports, Sky Sports, DAZN, you name it. If you're gonna be in Champions League semi-finals at the age of 17 and you're gonna do what he did, you can bet that people are going to talk about it and gas him up, and it's going to be this whole thing. So again, all you can do is hope for the best, and that he's got good people around him, and he keeps delivering moments for us to enjoy in the future.
Because damn, this boy's special. This boy is absolutely special. Arguably the best 15-year-old we've ever seen. I think the best 15-year-old I've seen. 16-year-old,
You
we need to have a conversation. 17-year-old, the boy's
maybe,
special, and this
yeah.
Barcelona team is special right now. But guys, we've been babbling on. Is he the best player in the world right now? Barcelona doing the treble. Does he win it? Does he win the Ballon d'Or? Let us know, guys. This is Box to Box Football. Like, share, and subscribe. And me and Jack will see you guys next time.